Since starting this YouTube channel, there's been one constant that keeps people coming back and actually engaged with my content. And that is the free designs that I create for you streamers and the entertainment value I bring to each episode. Today we're closing a chapter on this content by creating the final Naruto webcam overlay. This time we're doing Madara and Obito. Thank you guys for sticking with me so far, and I'm really excited to see what designs we can come up with next and expand on this idea of creating free overlays and free designs for people that really need it. So much like the other webcam overlays that we've done up until this point, we have to determine what features from each character are going to be represented in their respective webcam overlay. So for Madara, we're going to include his Mangekyo Sharingan, the Rinnegan, and then the border is probably going to be made up of his armor. Very similarly for Obito, we're going to include his Mangekyo Sharingan, the Rinnegan, and his masks that he wears throughout the series. Obito truly was ahead of the times. So now that we decided what parts are going to be included in the webcam overlays, it's time to actually implement them into a static design. So first off, we have Madara. I think I'm actually gonna put on a sweatshirt because it's getting a little bit chilly down here. All right, now let's get into the design. Alright guys, here is the static version of Madara's webcam overlay. I'm very thankful that every element that we had already mentioned previously ended up showing up in here and actually does work well. So what I'm going to do next is actually animate this thing, but what I want to do is include maybe some blue effects to it that kind of look like Susanoo. I think that would actually be a really cool effect and one that we haven't really necessarily done before that I think will actually add in a lot to it, and especially for the Madara fans, I think they'll really enjoy it. Also, similar to what we did for Jiraiya, Itachi, and Kakashi, is add a little bit of cloud smoke to have whatever character we want to appear on the webcam overlay. So you can see in the bottom right, we have the iconic picture of Madara just sitting. This was, of course, during the Great Ninja War. So I wanted to include that, and so that smoke is going to make him appear right on the webcam overlay, similar to the other ones that we've already done. Now it's time to actually animate this thing, so let's get right into After Effects. Alright guys, here is the Madara webcam overlay. Now I gotta say that this is one of the most complex designs that I've made yet, mainly because of this right here, the Susanoo. There's a lot of layers and a lot of complexity that goes into this whole design, but overall, I think this thing came out absolutely incredible, and I'm really glad that I used the Susanoo, mainly because it really pushed the boundaries of what I was able to do as a designer and go into some After Effects abilities, but being able to test that out, I mean, I love this design right now, and I'm so excited to see you guys actually use it for your streams. But before we do that, let's get right on to Obito's design. Alright guys, here is Obito's static webcam overlay. Now, as you can tell, there's the mask on the left side, but that actually alternates between all three masks that Obito has. In the top right, you see that there's the Akatsuki cloud. That's going to be animated to move around just a little bit. And then in the bottom middle, we have his Mangekyo Sharingan and Rinnegan. So once these are all animated together, I think this is going to look pretty clean. So let's get right into that portion of the video. Alright guys, here's Obito's animated webcam overlay. Now there's a lot of elements kind of going on with this right now, but one of my favorites is the mask moving down and then revealing the next one right behind it. We got Obito coming in the corner. Some of the same elements that we saw with Madara, and then of course the Akatsuki logo. It's kind of just floating right there. If you guys want to download these webcam overlays for free, be sure to join my Discord, which is actually linked down in the description below. And in there's a free designs channel where you can download this free design along with all the ones that I made up until this point. That's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I really do hope that you did enjoy this conclusion to the Naruto webcam overlay series. And if you did, enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more design, anime, and gaming content, all related all in one another. So that's gonna be it for today. Love, peace, and chicken grease.